Yep, I'm waking up here, and I had I think probably better night's sleep than I've had most nights for some period of time, and I have to get up today and face such great intellectual challenges as doing the laundry and just getting ready to enjoy the warmer weather that's coming. If the forecast I've seen is right, it's going to be up toward 70 before the next cold wave hits, and I can do with some nice warm weather like that, but of course I hope that it will not wind up encouraging a lot of plantings and trees and flowers and so on to wake up for springtime prematurely only to get frozen to death. So, here's KB8LJ, back to net.
All righty, LJ. Well, I got to go to Mark because I got 2 minutes to go, and he usually right on the money there. WB6BJN. How about it, Mark? You and Sarah doing okay this morning? Foggy, maybe?
W8WKY.
Good morning, Jim. No, it's not foggy here. In fact, it's warm. It's in the 60s right now. It's very, very warm. And let's see. Let me give the conditions real quick here. 30.16.8 on the barometer, and it is steady. 61 degrees even. 57 degrees on the dew point, so it's kind of humid, kind of warm and humid. 87% humidity. 3 gusting to 6 out of the southeast. No rain today, no rain yesterday. They could be in for some rough weather. And folks, with the warmer weather, my concern is more about severe weather, which that could be a situation for parts of the nation. A lot of price tag with warmer weather in the spring. Back to you there, Jim, and we'll talk about that later. WB6BJ.
All righty, Mark. Well, we won't blame you for a bearer of bad news coming up this spring. So, well, I got to turn it over and make it official. So, WAAKOC, WB8VMW, and a whole passel of people is waiting to check in and make it legal. So, Fred, if you're ready, then, well, it's foggy out there. Hopefully you didn't lose your dogs in the yard. So, if you're ready, go ahead and take it over, and want to say good morning to Randy in the brake truck. So, 73s and over to you. Well, not 73s. I still got a couple seconds to give my last hoorah here. WAAKOC WB8VMW.
Well, I gotta say, no matter how foggy, it's hard to lose a dog in a fenced-in postage stamp. Good morning, Jim. And welcome, and good morning to everybody else. You've tuned into the Barometer Net, Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Barometer Net. And it's brought to you on Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's WAWKY repeater, which location is Doylestown, Ohio. The frequency you're listening to is 147 Mark 390 megahertz, and the CTCSS code for transmission is 114 Mark 8. It's a controlled net. All traffic should pass through net control. Emergency traffic may break in as is needed. My call sign is WAAKOC. My name is Fred, and I'm glad to be with everybody here this morning. Boy, I had like a nicer desk here and a much more comfortable chair. I'm going to have to work on that because I really enjoy sticking around here, no matter how long it takes to get everybody in here and get them their airtime. Speaking of airtime, I think I need some from Mr. Cummings. WB8VMW, Jim, how are you this morning? Judy okay? You guys going to spend some time on the porch? You know, it's going to be, the warmer weather's great, but it's going to be awful soppy. Back over to you, Jim. Good morning.
Well, good morning, and, well, I don't care about the sloppy now that we got that storm drain put in out front and my backyard doesn't fill up with water. I've seen water in my backyard up about 23 and a half inches deep, because if it went to full 24 inches, it would have spilled over into my raised garden. But 24 inches, 23 and a half inches means it's 18 inches up on my basement door. I got a walk-in basement, and when it gets up 18 inches on that door, it comes in and it floods my basement. But I haven't had that in a couple of years, thanks to the good Lord and Barberton City Works, or Sewer Works, to taking care of that. All right, I'll quit blabbing and tell everybody be safe and stay well and be careful and smile and do something nice for somebody today. It makes you feel good inside. All righty, Fred, I'll turn it back to you and quit blabbering. And I didn't tell too many lies this morning, Bill, but I'll practice up and try again tomorrow. WB8VMW.
In my opinion, Bill's a rabble-rouser, a poop disturber. Did you hear that, Bill? Okay, Jim, thanks for being with us. Thanks for warming the repeater up in a pre-net that's fabulous. Everybody appreciates having you in here, and you do such a fine job. You take good care of yourself, be safe, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Any stations who are out there that would like to check in with me on the Barometer Net who are short-time mobile or outlanders, could you please give me a call and a very hearty welcome and good morning to you.
KE8OWX Mobile.
Julia 5 Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia saying good morning.
Victor Mike Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Tango Uniform KF8 ETU Adam in New Franklin short time.
WA8 KOC, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG next short time.
Here is K8JAX, portable pedestrian down here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot Alpha Yankee KF8 FAY Kevin Akron.
Nicely done, you first round of stations. Not one collision to be heard. Good to hear, everybody. I'm going to take the short timers and then get back to the mobiles. Adam, KF8 ETU, it's been a couple days since we've heard from you, I think. How are you this morning? Glad you're here with us on the Barometer Net. Over to you, WA8KOC.
Good morning, this is Adam at KF8 ETU. It has been a little bit since I've been on the Barometer Net. My hours have been a little wacky here lately, but I should be a little more consistent here coming up. It's currently 54 degrees here in New Franklin, and we've got some extremely dense fog here around the lakes, so everybody be careful out there. I just want to say a quick good morning. Hope everybody's doing well, and everybody stay safe. This is KF8 ETU 73.
KF8 ETU, WA8KOC. Adam, thanks for taking the time to check in with us this morning. Hopefully your schedule kind of smooths out a little bit. We enjoy having you in here with us. Whatever you do, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday, and try and stay dry, pal. This is miserable, soppy weather. Take care, Adam. 7-3. KD8SLG VP. How do you like that? I ran those letters all together, didn't I just, Nick? Good morning. How the heck are you? And I think you probably got some kind of an announcement for us. Over to you.
WAKOC, this is KD8SLG VP. I do like the way that rolled together. Very good, Fred. Good morning to you and all the Barometer Netizens. 40 degrees down the farm here this morning. And yes, it's Wednesday. So we've got nets this afternoon, board and breaker net for a couple hours from 1 to 3. Got the beacon net tonight, 10 o'clock. Early check-in start at 9:30. And there's a couple other local nets in between there. Worcester Wayne Amateur Radio Club has their club net at 8 o'clock tonight. And the food group up in Elyria, they have their net at 7 o'clock. So lots of nets to be had today. Participate. Good to hear KF8FAY out there. Kevin, I met him over the weekend at I have my license, so now what, class. So good to hear him on the radio last couple of days. Thanks for getting me in there, Fred. I got to go paddle in the soup. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
W8WKY.
Hey, pal, you go ahead and paddle in the soup. All I got to say is, if you're in the Outback, I hope it's not a long drive, because you and I have had our conversations about how uncomfortable that vehicle is. Beautiful, wonderful vehicle, but on a long trip, and not so much. Paddle safely, pal. I'll talk to you soon. 7-3, that takes care of the short timers. KE8OWX, Thomas. Good to hear you, pal. How's your morning going so far? Glad you're here with us. I didn't hear Thomas say he was in and out, so I'm going to get it over to my pal Brian, and we'll go back to Thomas. KD8VMM, WA8KOC. What's your morning looking like, buddy?
Hey, good morning, Fred, everybody on the net. I had 36 degrees. Yesterday the rain was 0.15, so under a quarter inch. So it's foggy and the roads are wet. So not a lot of overspray, just wet. So smooth run in Akron this morning, and see what happens. So just be careful with the fog. It should burn off. See what happens. Well, we're getting rain too. So have a great one. Talk to you next week. KD8VMM. I'll be clear.
Brian, as always, glad I got a chance to say good morning this morning before I get out of here and let our president and either Phil or Stefan take over for the rest of the week. Take good care of yourself. Drive safe, be safe. Look forward to talking to you next week, and try and have a good weekend. I think Sunday, maybe late Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to clear out of here a little bit, but we're going to get some pretty warm temperatures here today and tomorrow and Friday. Take care, Brian. 7-3. KE8OWX, will you talk to us now, Thomas?
KDGW with a comment, Fred. I hope I'm making the trip.
You are making that trip just fine, Pops. Go ahead and take it away. It's all yours.
The 14670 and 147.015 aren't linked up with you this morning, Fred. I tried them both. Over.
Affirmative. Mr. Kutchin, I'll let Nick know. I don't know if he's still monitoring, but I can send him a text and let him know, and maybe he can reboot this issue and get them linked up. Thank you for that information, Pops. Sincerely appreciate it. And I'm going to try Thomas one more time before we move on. KE8OWX, WA8KOC. Hearing nothing. KJ5DIT, Matthew, good morning. How are things out in Arkadelphia? Take it away. You got the helm.
This is Kilo Julia 5, Delta India Tango. This is Matt. Good morning. It's going to be a cloudy day today and a bit warm. That's okay, at least for a little while. And we'll enjoy it. Kids are all up, moving around, even getting dressed. And I hope you all have a good day. 573.
Okay, Matthew, well, I hope the kids are all doing fine. Hope you're doing fine. I don't know if you folks are going to look forward to some dangerous weather. I think I heard Mark in here talking with Jim before the net actually started this morning, saying something about Oklahoma area and parts out there are going to possibly experience some pretty bad weather. So whatever you do, batten down the hatches, stay safe. Glad you're in here with us. 7-3, we'll talk to you very soon. K8JAX. Good morning, Ms. Wendy. I hope you folks are doing well down there in Jacksonville, and I hope you're not as wet as we are. I sure wish I could come down there and get in the ocean and scuba dive or swim. You guys are fortunate to live down there. Over to you.
Well, good morning there, Fred, and everyone else on the net. This is KAJAX, and WAJAX is waving ahead of me there. And K9OUC watched to look around. She said, "Where you at, Mom?" Anyway, you know what that's like. Anyway, yeah, it's nice down here. We have 57 degrees. We got the fog. You do up there. We aren't getting rain though. We're pretty dry here. We really need some rain. Our pond is way down. Anyway, we're headed up to around 75 degrees today, and yeah, the seas are calm. Would be nice for your scuba diving and all 5-foot seas. So nice day down here. Hopefully things are getting better up that way as well. Spring's coming. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you there, Fred. Everyone, you and everyone else have a great day. This is KAJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
Wendy, I hope that you and Rod know how much we appreciate you checking in with us when you have the time to do so. Really do miss you guys, but glad you're down there with family. We just get a chance to say hello every once in a while, and it puts a smile on my face. If you'd let Rod know that, I'd appreciate it. Give him a hug for me. Maybe Mrs. Lucy a little scratch behind her ears. And enjoy the rest of your walk. You've got your mark down for portable pedestrians, and glad you're with us this morning. Take care, Wendy. 7-3, we'll talk to you soon. KF8, FAY, Kevin, I'm going to reiterate what Nick said earlier. Good to have you in here this morning, and hopefully you're enjoying amateur radio. Over to you. WA8KOC.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Alpha, Yankee 7 Mandarin. Thanks, Nick, for inviting me to the class Saturday, enjoying ham radio. I know I took the class on Saturday. It's just the tip of the iceberg, so I got a lot to learn. So looking forward to learning with everybody there in the club. And back to the net, this is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Alpha, Yankee 7-3.
All right, Kevin. Well, glad you're in here with us. Little scratch in your signal, but just fine. Copied you just fine. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Whatever you do, make it one, and try and stay dry. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. Pops, I hope you're still listening. You're not normally in here first thing, but I'm going to let you get in here first thing, and maybe you can just sit there and enjoy your coffee afterward and listen to the rest of the net. K8AGW from WA8KOC in the Barometer Net. Good morning. How are you and Mama Fran doing, Pops?
Good morning, everybody. This is KAGW here, and glad I'm making it direct. They're still not linked up, but I want to get carry that 55 today. You know, you give them that number 55, and get the participation with the mobiles, and people are going to work and so on and so forth. So that's why I got in there and checked the links up, but I don't have the capability to bring them up. But hopefully they'll get up and you get the number. And thanks for getting me in there. And it's quite foggy up here this morning, wet, damp, and quite cool. But Mama Fran and I went out yesterday and got some chores done, and we're careful and stayed vertical, and got in spite of the dampness and everything, we got her done. So that was good. We had a good day. And, I got up this morning. I'm working on my coffee, Fred, but I'm listening to Rick, and hopefully the links come up and get more participation. But with that, everybody, thanks for getting me in there, 73, and have a wonderful Wednesday. With that, KHEW clear, and send her back to net control.
Comment.
Go ahead, Nick.
Neither the 700 nor the 015 machine are responding this morning. 553545564. Neither of them respond from neither source that I've tried to connect them, so they're just not working. And let's take a moment to thank N8EI, Jason, for making sure that we're up 99.9% of the time. That's all I got. KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Fred.
Nick, my apologies for bothering you with a text this early in the morning, but I figured if anybody could get them up and running, you would. Appreciate your try at it. And yeah, Pops, if you've heard that, we're trying to get the links together, and they're just not cooperating. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Jason does a fine job of keeping WAWKY on the air. And Pops, you coming in here direct this morning, sounding fabulous. So whatever you do, you and Mama Fran, have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Rechecks are always welcome, may I add. I'm going to see if maybe Andy is out there. AB8MO, WA8KOC, are you awake, Andy? The reason I called for Andy is because on occasion he has set the links up as well and didn't know what was going on, so maybe we'll hear from him a little later on. K8AGW was the last on the list so far. Good morning, everybody else. Welcome to the Barometer Net. I'm here to take your check-ins. WA8KOC.
KF8FID, Bob Uniontown, in and out.
Good morning, Fred.
ZSH.
WB6BJN with your weather today.
Good morning, Fred. KC8 Fox Queen Victor. KC8 FQV.
KD8 ZSH, Randy in Akron. I think I doubled.
That's okay, Randy. I had you first time.
Echo 8, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, Mobile.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, KE8, QKO, Naked Akron, Mobile.
Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra, K8 CWS, Corbin and Columbus. Good morning.
WA8 KOC, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor, Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX Joe in Akron.
November 8, Bravo Alpha Yankee, N8 BAY, Ralph in Stowe.
WAGXX, in and out. Have a great one, Fred.
KD8JZE, Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Zulu Echo, Carmelo, Medina, in and out.
November 8, Victor Foxtrot Kilo, N8 VFK, Cliff, Columbia Station.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom in Canton.
Nicely done, one and all. We had one collision in there, but that's not a problem. Glad to hear everybody. I'm going to get our mobiles in here first so I can get them on their way. I believe the first one I heard was John, KE8UIB. Morning, Johnny. Is Lori there with you, and how's your morning going so far?
WAA8KOC from K8UIB along with KF8DTP. Good morning, Fred, everyone on the net.
Good morning, Fred, and everybody on the net.
All right, you guys, we are doing this drive along here from Massillon to Hartville. We're in the Jackson area right now with a little bit of light fog. So, let me see. It is Wednesday, Fred, and we're both just kind of exhausted. It's been a long week already, and we did the Skywarn class last night. So, it was kind of later to bed than usual. Neither of us really wanted to get up this morning, and it's going to be a busy day at work. So, it has been a rough start to a week. But, hey, we are halfway through it, so that is the great thing there. That's for sure. And with that, you guys, just want to say this is K8UIB along with KF8DTP. We are living that $5 dream a nickel at a time. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Fred.
John and Lori, thank you for coming in and joining in on the net with us this morning. I sincerely appreciate the chance to say good morning to you before you start your $5 dream. Be careful on the rest of the way up to work, to Hartville. Take good care of yourselves. Always a pleasure to have you in here with us in the morning, whether you're together or separated. Lori, get to work. We'll talk to you soon. 7-3. KE8QKO. Nick, good to hear you with us this morning. How's your morning going so far?
KE8QKO. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, everybody on the net. I'm doing pretty well. Just up and chipper and peachy and all the fun morning stuff that we have. Taking the boy to school. If I come in, say good morning. It's my Wednesday morning usual routine. And also I heard John in there before me. John, just so you know, I'm probably going to shoot you a text later today. So I don't expect an immediate response. I know you're working, but I want to give you a heads up that it'll be coming. And that's about all I've got. So with that, I will pass it back to you, Fred. This is KE8QKO.
Nick, thank you for taking time out of your schedule this morning to grab the mic and hit the PTT and say good morning to us. We sincerely appreciate that. Hopefully the rest of your Wednesday goes real well and you have a quote-unquote wonderful Wednesday at it. Take good care of yourself. I'll look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3, buddy. Back up to the top portion of this list. KF8FIT, Bob over in Uniontown was in and out. Bob, if you're still listening, have a great day. Wonderful Wednesday to you, pal. KD8ZSH, Randy. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Have you got puppies in your lap? WA8KOC.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Fred. No, just jumped down. By the way, I have to tell you, you were right yesterday about that project I was working on. I completely uninstalled the software I was using, reinstalled the latest version. They told me I had to install a Java runtime environment. I did that. Still wouldn't work. And then I got the looking on the internet for people that had the same problem, found out for that particular type of link, you have to hold the control key down when you click. I didn't know. But I also found out I could go into security and change that, so now it just works with a click like it's supposed to. I'm a happy camper. It's been foggy here, and according to the forecast, it's supposed to be foggy about all morning. So I hope everybody stays safe out there and enjoys the day. This is KD8ZSH clear and back to net. 73s, everybody.
Recheck.
Recheck, go.
KAKKO. Thank you, Fred. Last caller. If you have links like that, you can just right-click, copy the link, and then you can paste it so that you can make sure that whatever you're clicking on is not nefarious. Just, sorry, I heard the comment, and I felt a tinge of, changing the security settings. Yeah, try right-clicking on it, copying the link. That way you can make sure that if you get an email or something, you can make sure the link is going where you intended to go. Anyway, back to you, Fred, KAQKO.
W8WKY.
I knew that voice was one of the two Nicks, and our Nicks know what they're doing as far as electronics go and transceivers and all that kind of good stuff, apps that you have on your phones. So, Randy, he's kind enough to share some information with us, and Nick, we really appreciate that. Randy, you have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. Glad you got everything up and running, and always enjoy the chance to say good morning to you to Tuesdays and Wednesdays when I operate net control. Take good care of yourself. Look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3. WB6BJN from WA8KOC in the Barometer Net. Morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Fred. Great to hear from you, and hope everybody's doing fine this morning. Yeah, you guys got some fog this morning. Be safe out there traveling up and down the highways and byways. Let's go ahead and take a look at the conditions here. 30.17.4 on the barometer, and right now it's rising. That's a good thing. 61.3 degrees. 61.3. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about single digits and teens, even in Tennessee. 61.3. Wow, amazing. Humidity, 87%. Dew point, 57 degrees on the dew point. Let's see. 1 gusting to 7 from the southeast on the wind. We got partly cloudy skies, and it's going to be warm today, up around 80 degrees down here. So let's talk about what we think is going to happen. Let me take a small break. Focus this morning on a potentially dangerous weather situation. This warmer, moist, subtropical air has a price tag with it. It feels good. It feels like spring. You get a period of sunshine, and then what happens? You get showers and you get thunderstorms. And such is the case today in Texas, Oklahoma, parts of Kansas. People through this week in those areas especially need to have ways of staying abreast from their weather service offices, either by weather radio, which gives you alert warning alarms by your phone, or a guy that I follow. His name is Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall, y'all.com. He's out of Kentucky, but he'll have chasers in these areas that will keep you abreast of tornadoes and things that could happen in your area. And there'll be times that he will have information. And I'll keep you upgraded, too. There could be a problem with that later today. Let me take a break. Of northern Texas, Oklahoma, especially around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when daytime heating is at its greatest. And we're looking at what we call CAPE values. CAPE, convective available potential energy. And the higher the CAPE levels, the more severe storms could be. And we're looking at anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 joules per kilogram of CAPE. and that talks about a particle of air that's able to rise quite rapidly and create supercell thunderstorms. And this situation could even become more dynamic as we get to the weekend for Texas, Oklahoma, and parts of Kansas. So have ways of knowing your weather service if you live in these areas. For Ohio, there could be more showers and thunderstorms there tonight, parts of Michigan as well, much of the Midwest. We're even going to get on the action later in the week here in Tennessee. The nice areas are Florida and also California, although these low-pressure areas that are causing all the problems are coming out of the Rockies from California, and as they drop into the middle of the nation and start picking up Gulf moisture coming from the Bermuda High and the Caribbean, that's where the problems ensue, plus if there's any little bit of colder air to the north. So it is spring, it is severe weather season, and enjoy the warm weather. Don't be scared, be prepared, as Ryan Hall says, and just know if you get severe storms in your area what to do and where to go when that happens. That's the important thing. Fred, back to you. Thank you for having me on here, and we'll catch everybody tomorrow. WB6BJN in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Mark, thanks for being in here and giving us that full report and the warnings that go with. Really appreciate it. And we'll look forward to the next time we chat. For the stations that are around here, just a recommendation. I know we operate on transceivers, but if you just want to monitor, you can draft up 162.400 megahertz. That is the Akron area weather, NOAA, over at the airport over in Ellet, the Akron Fulton Airport. So if anybody wants to know what's going on, I found it to be pretty accurate. Mark, take good care of yourself. 7-3, we'll talk to you soon. KC8FQV, the other Mark. Good morning. Take it away, Mark. It's all yours, WA8KOC for the net.
Good morning, Fred, KCFQV. Yeah, they tested me and it came up positive, so they have me on these pills twice a day and 5 days in a row. Yeah, there's a lot of nets today. Yeah, there's a couple more nets I'll go to tonight. I'll go to the Cars group at 8, and I'll go to the couple on the Allstar link, Handy Ham. Oh, the QCWA Chapter 1, they're up in a Newberry machine. The Chapter 1 for Cleveland. And, yeah, Worcester. And not much else happening here. Just have to lay, I guess, and try to get rid of this bug. Well, the 19. Yeah, Channel 19 on CB radio ain't much anymore. Hopefully this bug goes the way that thing went. I wonder if they use Channel 19 much on the CB, on the truckers. Other than that, send it back to net. We'll catch everyone somewhere down the line. Yeah, the Boredom Breaker Net. I do a coffee break, and then a couple nets this morning over on Allstar and Trivia Net at 9 and 9-4. So enough to keep me busy. So we'll send it back your way, Fred. KC8FQV.
Mark, you're kind of sounding down in the dumps. Don't let it get you down. Hopefully you feel better real soon with the meds. We'll look forward to talking to you later. 7-3. K8CWS. Good morning, Corbin. How are things down in Columbus area? WA8KOC.
WA8KOC, K8CWS. Good morning. We got 44 degrees down here. Northeast wind 5 miles an hour. 30.18 on the barometer, and dew point 44. So it's going to be, a rainy, cloudy day. But I see a 7 in the high temperature value on Friday. That's exciting. 74 is what it's telling me down here. So we're looking forward to that. And it's not even going to be rainy, or at least according to that, the sun's going to shine as well. So, or at least a little bit. What else? Another busy week going on. The university has me running around doing all kinds of stuff, presenting and all this. So it's the busiest I've ever been since I've worked there, and I've been here since 2014. So, but I'm looking to move up if I can. So this comes with the territory, I suppose. I'm enjoying it. Just getting used to the increased schedule. So still plenty of time to play radio, though. I was messing around with that new FT2 mode last night, trying to get it to work. I don't know if other folks have heard of that or not, but my Elmer let me know about it, and I was had a heck of a time just getting it loaded into the program, to WSJTX. But once I did, I was able to make a contact, so that was cool. Other than that, I'll go ahead and send it back to Net Control. I appreciate you picking me up. Wishing everybody a wonderful Wednesday. And sending 73s, K8CWS.
Corbin, I appreciate the chance to say good morning to you also. And hopefully you have a good rest of your week. Sounds like some nice temperatures there toward the weekend. And hopefully you don't get rain to accompany that. And hard work pays off. So don't worry. Everything you're trying to do, I'm sure you'll come to fruition in the near future. Take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday and good rest of the week. 7-3. KE8VQX. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
WA8KOC, this is KE8VQX. Good morning, Fred, and everyone on the net. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Little hard time hitting the ground running here today for some reason, but second cup of espresso and the heart's starting to beat again, so that's good. Let's see, about 36.5 degrees here. Pretty sudsy out today. Foggy. Let's see, what do we got? Portage County's got a quarter mile in fog. Worcester's got a quarter mile in fog. Akron-Canton's got a quarter mile in fog, but somehow Akron-Fulton's got 3 miles. So anyway, be careful with the visibility out there if you're driving around, which I will be soon. Got to go get some fire extinguishers inspected and maybe replaced. So that's part of my project for today. Thanks for getting me in, Fred. This is K8VQX, back to WA8KOC.
Joe, I'm happy I got a chance to say good morning this morning. You take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy the time here at home. Hopefully all the cleanup that you had to do yesterday was accomplished. And we'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Be nice to see you at our meeting this month if you're in town, 19th. And let me know if you want to share a ride over to Rittman. If you are, be glad to sit and chat with you a little bit. Take good care of yourself. 7-3 and 8BAY. Ralph, I've been wondering where you've been at. Good to hear from you. Everything okay over on your end in Stowe?
This is N8BAY. Good morning, Fred, and everyone listening. Yeah, everything is fine here. We had some medical appointments this week early in the morning. My wife had some minor surgery that had been planned, and nothing of consequence, but I was listening to that off and on, but really wasn't in a position to participate. but thanks for asking. I appreciate it. At the moment, I'm doing my WinLink Wednesday emails. Partway through that, I got another probably 15, 20 minutes to go, and then I've been working on some documents on the other computer, and I'll head over there and try to finish those things up. But it doesn't seem to be too foggy here. I know the weather reports are saying 0 visibility, but I just looked out the back window, and there is some fog, but it doesn't seem to be too bad right here at the house. But I know that there are probably other areas that's a lot worse. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, great rest of their week. N8BAY, back to net control. 73, y'all.
Ralph, glad to hear from you this morning. Whatever you've been doing, hopefully it's keeping you busy and out of Dutch. Do appreciate you being here with us. Whatever you do, have a good day and a good rest of the week. And we'll look forward to talking to you next time around. WAHGXX. Tom over in Barberton was in and out. Tom, if you're still listening, have a good one. And KDHAZE Carmelo over in Medina was also in and out. Good day to you, Carm. And hopefully we'll talk to you guys soon. N8VFK, my buddy Cliff out in Columbia Station. What is new with you? Your morning going well so far? WA8KOC.
WAA-KOC and Net at N8VFK. Good morning, Fred, and all listeners out there. Yep, I'm having a wonderful Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Hi. Let's see, here in Columbia Station, I've got 35 degrees. I got 34 on the dew point, 95% humidity, 30.25 on the barometer holding steady. Very light wind out of the north. Fog, I probably got maybe about a mile visibility from what I can tell. Looks like it's starting to lift a little bit. But it wasn't too bad this morning here. Fred, I heard you earlier when you were talking with JAXs about going down there and wanting to go down to Florida and do some diving. If you haven't already done it, put on your bucket list to go down to the Crystal River area, which is north of Tampa, and swim with the manatees. It will be an experience that you'll never forget. But you will need a wetsuit because that is a spring-fed river, and it's like bath water. It's just crystal clear. However, it is cold because it's spring-fed. And while you're there, there's some really good diving around the springs right just to the north of that. Some fantastic diving experiences. But it's all freshwater. But swim with the manatees, it'll be an experience you'll never forget. With that, I'll hand it back over to you, Fred. WA8KOC and N8VFK. 73s, everyone.
Cliff, I gotta say, I was down in Naples, Florida area, and used to watch the manatees down there, and never had a chance to actually crawl in the water with them. But they call them sea cows, and they're very docile, and they're very friendly, and you can go up and rub their belly and, rub their heads and stuff, and they're just a unique animal. And yeah, good to do that. You can actually do it down at the Atlanta Aquarium in Georgia. They have manatees, and they also have whale sharks. And although I've always wanted to dive with whale sharks, like over in Seychelles or down south of here, it's a unique opportunity for youngsters if they're certified in diving. They can crawl in that 7 million or 70 million gallon tank and swim and dive with those creatures. So it's pretty cool. Glad you're here with us. Take good care of yourself, Cliff. Have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. It is Wednesday. And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. I just got a reply from Nick. He said that Eric, KE8VZA, contacted the powers that be on the 700 machine, and I don't know if that link will come up later, but Andy, ABMO, also found out that over on the 015 machine, the reliability of the internet is not there. So maybe that's what's going on with the links. With that, I'm going to throw it over to my pal Tom and see what kind of humor he has for me. Morning, Tom. How are you and Linda? WA8KOC for the net.
WA8KOC, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Fred. On this gray and semi-foggy morning, we're starting out with 41 degrees down here in Canton. No wind with 1/100th of an inch of rain. And the barometer sitting at 30.19. Today's high is supposed to be 52 degrees, cloudy, with a 58% chance of rain. So it's going to be warm, but it's going to be dreary, as they say, out there. Well, today is going to be an interesting day. Linda's daughter from Arizona and her husband are in town, and we're going to be meeting them. They're going to pick us up about 10 o'clock, I guess, or 10:30, and we're going to go up to Al's up in Barberton for lunch. And then we're going to mess around the day and then end up going somewhere for dinner tonight. And then tomorrow's going to be a repeat. But it's going to be a interesting, fun couple of days, I think. So let's see here. That's all I've got, so I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT returning. An old farmer a letter to his innocent son in prison. He said, "This year I'm unable to plant potatoes because I can't dig the ground. I know if you were here, you'd have helped me." Well, the son replied and said, "You idiot! Don't dig the ground. I have hidden guns there." Well, the police read the letter, and the next day the ground was dug up by police searching for guns, but didn't find anything. So the son wrote back again and said, "Now plant your potatoes, Dad. It's the best I could do from here." I guess where there's a will, there's a way. And with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep... Excuse me. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to the Wednesday Hump Day NCO, WA8KOC.
Hey, Tom, thanks for being in here with us this morning. I'm glad to know that you guys are going to have some fun family time. Fabulous family time is unbeatable. And hopefully today and tomorrow go real well for you guys and you get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Thank you for the humor. You're right, where there's a will, there's a way. And that was a good son. Police probably weren't so happy with him, but oh well. You take good care of yourself and be safe. Look forward to talking to you next time, buddy. 7-3. Tom was the last portion of the list so far. Anyone else would like to check in on the Barometer Net? WA8KOC looking for check-ins.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf, Mobile, Akron, in and out.
KC1, BQS, Paul.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8, HAG, Tim, in and out.
November 8, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in London.
Kilo 8, Golf, James, I'll be in and out today.
Please copy, November 7, Victor Alpha November, and 7 VAN, Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 6,
Peace on Earth.
All right. In that round, we had a couple of in and outs. KF8 EOG. Pete, I got you in and out. Mobile, thanks for checking in with us. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. Also, Tim out in Litchfield, KD8HAG. I got you, Tim. In and out. Thanks for being here. And also, K8GGG was in and out. But we've got a couple mobiles here, or one mobile at least. N7VAN, WA8KOC for the net. Morning, Brian. How are you?
W8KOC in the net. Doing better, getting better, so that's always good. So I don't have a lot to say. Roads into Akron were pretty good. Actually, early tomorrow morning, we're shipping out for flights to Honduras. So I'll be incommunicado for a while, but I hope to be able to pick up the net in the morning via EchoLink or DV switch. So that's all I got. I'm going to say 73s to everyone. Thanks again, W8KOC, N7VAN.
Brian, thanks for checking in with us this morning. I will bid you adieu and safe travels. And we'll look forward to possibly getting a chance to say hello, even though you're going to be on mission. And, just be safe. Be careful. We'll talk to you soon. Back up to the top here. As I said, KF8EOG, Pete is mobile. In and out. Pete, thanks a lot. KC1 VQS. Paul, take it away. Good morning. It's all yours. And how are things up in Enfield?
Good morning, Fred, and all the Barometer netizens. Things are a little warmer here this morning, although we did get some snow overnight, about an inch or two, so just enough so I have to go plow our driveway. But I thought of leaving. It's supposed to go to 48 today, but if I don't clean it up, it will just be slush. So I don't want that. But we're at 25 degrees, and looks like tomorrow we're going to be colder. But then it looks like a warming trend, and they're talking by next week even possibly hitting 60. Wow, that sounds good. I can sure take that. So anyway, it's a sunny day, and that March sun is getting stronger. So I plan on this afternoon, when it warms up, spending some time outside with the pup and letting her run and exercise and getting some of this energy burned off. So that's the plan for today. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, Fred. Have a great day, 7-3. We'll talk again next week. KC1 VQS, back to net.
All right, Paul. We're glad to know that things are warming up a bit up there. And I'm sure the pup will enjoy the outdoor time, getting to run a little bit and play and goof off. Whatever you do, want you to know we appreciate you being in here with us. I appreciate the chance to say good morning to you. I hope that you and Sandra and the pup have a wonderful Wednesday and good rest of the week. Talk to you soon, buddy. 7-3. KD8HAG, Tim over in Litchfield was in and out, so that brings me down to Jim, K8GGG over in New Franklin, who is also in and out. William, take it away. It's all yours. And will you please quit picking on poor Jim in the mornings, telling him you don't like his little lies? He's not really lying. It's just a big fib. NAWS, National Weather Service. Good morning.
AAC in the group, NAWS. No, I'm not going to stop picking on him. I'm going to try and get him into heaven. Liars don't go to heaven. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, all of that. I got 36 degrees this morning. Humidity 100%. Wind northeastern 5. Barometer 3019. Dew point 36 degrees. Visibility, it varies. This fog is kind of pulsating in and out. Right now it's about 400 or 500 feet. Prediction for today is chance of rain after 5 p.m. Widespread dense fog, mainly before 9 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 53. Light variable winds becoming east around 6 miles an hour in the morning. Chance precipitation 30%. My air quality index this morning. Let me see what it did with it. Oh, I know. 53. Was at a zero. My sunrise 6:54. My sunset 6:22. Light 11 hours 27 minutes. Getting longer every day. Solar flux indices at 144. Sunspot number 57. A is 16. K is 2. Geomagnetic field is quiet. No leak skip predicted. No, I didn't check the HF bands yet this morning. I was on the UHF, VHF. Copy of the base station's FM repeaters. Currently, 4 sunspots on the from Facebook.com. March is #1 for auroras. Did you know that March is the best month of the year for auroras? It's true. Well, you're not going to see any of these blogs. A 75-year study by retired NASA solar physicist David Hathaway that March has more geomagnetically active days than any other month of the year. October is a close second. This is due to the Russell-McPherson effect, which amplifies space weather during weeks around the equinoxes. And the total eclipse of the moon. Neat picture. This is from China. Yeah, it shows the almost a full eclipse, but not quite. But also, good article. Take a look. Never seen anything like that before. That's about it for me, Fred. Back to you. WAAKOC in the group. 7-3, everyone. NHWS.
All right, Bill. Well, thank you for being here with us again and the full report. Sincerely appreciated. Whatever you do, have a wonderful Wednesday, okay? And stay dry. I'm not going to give gas information in this area because I can't hardly believe it. It's saying like 270, 269, something like that. And I know the prices were going to go up. So I don't think they're current. They're from about a day away. We don't have any current information for gas. But WACTM carries weather station over here in Long Lake. Portage Lake's around the corner from me. 38.5 degrees currently, 38.2 for the dew point. Winds out of the southeast at 0.7 miles per hour, gusting up to 4.5 later today. 0.32 inches of rainfall currently. 30.19 on the barometer, 99% humidity. Sunrise 6:57, sunset 6:21. Brother Christian, good morning to you. I hope that you and your darling bride are doing well. Over to you, WA8KOC.
Brother Fred, good to hear you this morning. Yep, yesterday was a bit of a tumultuous Tuesday at work, so today I'm going to keep it Whimsical Wednesday. On the whimsical note, Tom's joke reminded me of some actual news from China recently. A woman actually did that within the last few months. She told the police there was a body in the water there, and they combed and cleaned it out. And they were like, no, and she goes, no, I swear there's a body down in there. And they went back through it again, tried to get everything out. And then they found out later she just wanted them to clean it. System worked. Where there's a will, there's a way. With that, I'll pass it back to everybody. And have a whimsical, wonderful Wednesday. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth. Passing it back to Brother Fred.
Christian, I'm wondering if you can get accosted financially for that kind of horse hockey. I know they probably think they've got a lot better things to do than to be helpful like that, but it's kind of fraudulent. Whatever you do, you have a wonderful Wednesday. Whimsical Wednesday. Take a breath, relax. I'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Always a pleasure, pal. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? Christian was number 32 on the list this morning. Good morning, one and all.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel, John out of Strasburg.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor recheck.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8, VOX, Scott Vermillion.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, KF8, ELA, Zach in Dalton.
Alrighty then. 3 additions to this, plus a recheck from Mark. KC8FQV, take it away.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, there's the Nor's got their Hamfest this Sunday at the Lorraine College there. It's going to be in a different location at the college because they're working on where we've always been. I guess they're doing some work there. But there's a college entrance or something. But they said they'll have signs directing where they're going to be. And but look at NORS, NORARS.net. But I looked and they didn't really have the directions there, but they said they'll have signs directing you where we have to go for the Hamfest, and they're going to use the 700 machine, I'm sure, for that. And of course, the Toledo, I heard, is going to have their Hamfest the weekend after. And Sunday is time change. I can't believe it, but yeah, it's time change. They even have it in their flyer, time change, 2 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah, they don't want to miss anyone. Yeah, 7:30 is for the vendors, and 9 o'clock is the public to buy. So that's all, Fred, KSFQV. And they got a test also Saturday, I heard. So we'll send it back your way, Fred, KC at FQV.
Thanks, Mark. KF8, CXH. John, good morning. How are things down in Strasburg? WA8KOC for the net.
Well, good morning, all. Well, I kind of feel like a drowned rat down here in Strasburg. It's just wet and more wet. You know, still fighting to get my voice back. It's been about 2.5 weeks now since I got that virus that went around. And for the past week and a half, most of the symptoms were gone. I just don't have my voice, and it's kind of hard to breathe. So looks like I'm going to head back to the doctor, see if there's something they can figure out. Other than that, you know, just working and going on with everything. So with that, I will just turn this back over to the net control, 73 all. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel.
Okay, John, well, thank you for taking the time to check in this morning. Yeah, I feel like a drowned rat up here as well. I don't know. It's going to keep going right into the weekend. Not a pleasant week, but that's okay. At least the temperatures are warming. Keep it stiff upper lip, and we will look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3, John. I think Scott may have a few moments to spare, so I'm going to get Zach in here and make sure I catch him before he gets mobile, if he's not already. KF8 ELA, WA8 KOC. Good morning, Zach.
ELA. Let's see, I've already been mobile this morning, and we're back at home now. We dropped the kids off the sitter and then pit stop at home, and we're headed to Holmes County this morning. Don't have to be there until 9:30, though, so come home, make an extra cup of coffee, grab something to eat, and then I'll head out here in a little bit. Just want to jump in and say good morning, and hope everyone has a great day. We'll send it back. This is KF8ELA.
Zach, I have to say, out of all the regular attendees here on the net in the mornings, you're about the same time each morning, but didn't want to take a chance on losing you. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. Good luck in your work here today, and we will look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3, buddy. KE8VOX, Scott, good morning. How are things over in Vermilion? It's good to hear you this morning. You're sounding good.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Fred. Good morning to all the listeners. This is KE8VOX, Scott, up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion. Yeah, I think we're about the same as every place else, Fred. It's pretty doggone foggy up here. 99% humidity with an air temperature of 31.3, and everything's wet outside, but my rain gauge is telling me that it hasn't rained, so I don't know where all that rain is coming, or that moisture is coming from, but that's the way it is. Winds out of the northeast at 1 mile an hour, and that's giving us some great flat, like a mere lake out front here. Great for water skiing if the water temperature wasn't 34 degrees. But otherwise, it's what day is it? Wednesday, I believe. So I think we got a few nets today, and should be a good day to play the radio. Like Mark said, Norris is having their Winter Ham Fest at Lorraine Community College this Sunday, and it's in the front part of the college instead of having to go around the back there like we had to for the Spitzer Center. So it's got a big U drive thing in it to drop people off, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. And like Mark also said, we got testing at Cuyahoga Public Library there at Fairview Park at 10 o'clock Saturday. So busy weekend for me. I'm gonna try to make it to both. Well, I have to make it to Saturday, but I'm gonna try to make it over there Sunday too, and I guess be a play radio all day weekend for me. So thanks for doing the net, Fred. Thanks for getting me in. This is KE8 to VOX, sending it back to net control. 73, everyone.
Okay, Scott, it does sound like a busy weekend scheduled for you. Whatever you do, be safe, take good care of yourself, stay dry, and I'll look forward to talking to you next week. 7-3. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? We're well past the top of the hour. This is WA8KOC looking for more check-ins.
WA8KOC, Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. John and Wadsworth, in and out, please, Dave.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA, Eric in Strongsville. In and out today, Fred. 7-3 all.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG. In and out today, Fred. Good morning, everyone.
All right, recognizing the next three stations come in to say good morning. W8TD, Brother John, thanks for being here. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. Look forward to talking to you in the near future. KE8VZA, my buddy Eric over in Strongsville. Eric, thanks for checking on what's going on with the links this morning. You have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. I've got you marked in and out. Stay dry, buddy. And my pal Mark, K4OG, the original gangsta. Mark, thanks for being here. I marked you in and out. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Thanks, buddy. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? We're not even at number 40 yet this morning, but we've got time. Still here.
Kilo, Bravo 8, Oscar, Tango, Kilo, Mike and New Middletown. Just in and out, please.
Mike, a very good morning to you. Thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. I got you marked in and out. You take care of yourself, pal. We'll look forward to talking to you sometime on down the line. I'll go ahead and recognize this as the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net, brought you on Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's W8WKY repeater. Location is in Doylestown, Ohio, frequency 147 Mark 390 megahertz with a CTCSS code of 114 Mark 8. We are here 6 out of 7 days a week. NT8D Dave takes Monday mornings. I take Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays and Friday mornings, NCO is Gary AA8CS Club President. Saturday is either K8PMI Phil or NAWB Stefan or a net control operator to be announced. And we always have our friend Carrie, W8CTM, helping us close things out every morning. So there you go. There you have it, folks. I'm going to go ahead and make this last call. Things are kind of slowing down. I'd like to get to number 42. Maybe Carrie will be number 42 this morning. I don't know. A little light on the check-in list, but that's okay. People get busy. Not everybody's always got the time. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? I'll make this last call.
KOC, it's KD8VHA, Victor Hotel Alpha, Mike and Shaker Mobile, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Hotel Golf, Paul in Olmsted Falls. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, Real Big Guns, Shannon and Tulsa. In and out. On my way to get my shot in my eye. Have a good day.
November 2, Mike, Lima, Brock, John, in Buffalo, New York.
Hey, John, I got the November 2. Can I get your suffix on your call, please?
November 2, Mike, Lima, Bravo. November 2, Major League Baseball.
Good enough. I caught it that time. And the other stations that checked in prior to you were all in and out. KD8VHA, Mike, thanks again. KE8, WHG, Paul, thanks for checking in. I got you marked in and out. And Shannon, take good care of your eye, pal. I know it's a little bit of a pain. We marked you in and out. Thanks for taking the time to check in. Mike, take it away. It's all yours. N2, MLB, WA8, KOC for the net. How are you this morning? This may be the first time I've spoken with you.
Yeah, good morning. First time checking in. I was in and out as well, but glad to be here. Thanks for taking my check-in. And to MLB, back to net control.
My apologies. I called you Mike, and it's John. I see on QRZ. Thank you for checking in with us. I appreciate it. You have yourself a wonderful Wednesday, and drop back and spend some time with us whenever you care to. Always great to hear from you. Shannon, by the way, KC5 RBG, I want to let you know you were number 42 this morning. Lancer to life, universe, and everything. Special recognition to everybody who hits that each morning. Thanks, Shannon. And John, take good care of yourself. We'll say 7-3. Still a couple of lines to fill if anybody else wants to make them filled. WA8 KOC for the net.
November 8, Lima Tango Radio on RF, the way it should be. Good morning, Fred.
I'm going to take them one at a time. Glad to take this one at a time. Morning, Bill. How you feeling, buddy? Good to hear you this morning. N8 LTR on RF the way it should be.
Good morning, Fred. Just watching Hegseth and a general give an update on what's going on over in Iran this morning. And I got to abstain from kicking Mr. Kurg this morning because I need a 12-hour fast for a blood draw. So that's definitely a downer this morning. I will have my coffee all warmed up and in the car in my thermos, so when I get out of the clinic, I can partake immediately. And my little once white-haired cat over in the corner here doesn't know it, but in about 30 seconds, he's going to get reintroduced to the pleasures of hot water and soap, because he definitely needs a bath before he goes to the vet tomorrow. So I'm going to wake him up and throw him in the tub. That'll probably fix his mood for the rest of the day. Back to you, Fred. Have a great day. WAKOC in the group and at LTR.
The rude awakening that cat is going to get. All right. You got to keep them clean. You got to keep the things clean. Just like our dogs. They need a good bath and a good shave. Now that it's springtime occurring, they need less hair, so I think we're going to attend to that here in the short future. Take good care of yourself, Bill. Sorry you got to wait for Mr. Kurg, but the blood draws, fasting, it's important. I go through it twice a year at least, so take good care of yourself. 7-3, I'll talk to you soon. And 8 LTR was number 44 on the list this morning. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? Last calls here.
Please check in KD8JNX Mobile.
Sorry for the pause, folks. I had to pick myself up off the floor. KD8JNX, you checked into the Tuesday Weekly Net this last night, didn't you? It's good to hear you, Brooker. I hope everything's okay with you. Give us some fine few words, if you would.
Well, good morning, Fred. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's another beautiful morning. I think I'm finally back to a livable work schedule. I can start getting on the radio more and doing more things in the mornings and in the evenings instead of just working. It was brutal winter. I'm glad it's over. I can almost say winter's over. Just from this morning, coming up 57 here, I've seen 2 groundhogs out running around, and I've seen a red-winged blackbird. That pretty much is an indicator spring's here. But you never know. It could change in a New York minute for a day or two. With that, Fred, doing a great job. Appreciate it. I'll be in here a lot more often in the mornings unless things get crazy again at work. And I get moved back to 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning starts. That was brutal. And I don't get off until 6 or 7 at night. Makes for a long day in the brown truck. Back to you guys, KD8JNX.
Brooker, I gotta say, we all appreciate what you do for a living, and you make the money when you can make it, right? So I understand the absence, but glad to hear you this morning. And if you're going to be around more often, be glad to share a couple of QSOs with you because it's been too long. Take good care of yourself. Be safe on the roads. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Thanks for being here, Brooker. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? I think Carrie's just about ready to come in here for us. Well, this was a great time on the Barometer Net here this morning. I'm going to give it a 6-second pause. If nothing is heard within 6 seconds, our closer will come in and be number 46 this morning. Last call for the Barometer Net. Carrie, pick it up at 6.
Good morning, Fred, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Well, at least it's not freezing out there this morning, but it sure is foggy, and hope everybody has a good trip to their destinations this morning in the fog, and it doesn't cause any issues for anybody. Well, Fred, here it is, Wednesday. Good net this morning. Not a great net because we didn't hit the double nickel, but we got 46. That's a good net. And that used to be, years ago, that used to be a number they didn't even hear of. But it was a good net this morning. A lot of good conversation. And good morning to Brooker out there. Haven't talked to Brooker in ages. And yeah, it's when you work as much as he does, it's hard to get on the radio for sure there. Good morning, Brooker. Anyway, really don't have anything this morning as usual, but I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day there, and just make somebody's day a little bit better than what they were planning on. That's for sure there. And it's always good to put a smile on somebody's face and put a smile on your face for doing that random act of kindness. So anyway, that's about all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday out there, and the rest of the week goes well for everybody. And at least it's going to warm up. I think we're supposed to get up around 50 today, and we'll see how that goes. But hopefully the fog burns off and we get some sunshine today. That would put a smile on everybody's face. I think we're really looking forward to the warmer temperatures and where we can get out and enjoy the weather. We haven't had a lot of enjoyment with winter, that's for sure. It's been a cold one this year. But we only had one major snow. We got about 10 inches here in January, and that was, it was uneventful other than 10 inches of snow, but and cold. I know it was out cleaning the driveway, and it was like 9 degrees, and that was a cold morning there. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day, and we'll turn it back to WAAKOC. And Fred, you can wrap it up there, and have a good day, buddy. Have a good one out there. So I'll say 73 is W8CTM, Carry at Portage Lakes. Turning it over to Fred there, WAKOC, and Fred, you can take over and wrap it up. And I think I got in there with my 6 seconds this morning. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and 73 all. Back to you there, Fred.
Gary, 6 seconds seems to be the assurance of lag time, that if somebody wanted to come in and check in, we don't cut them short. Thank you for being our closer. Thanks for the QSO this morning with you. I enjoy it. And thank you for a suggestion of performing a random act of kindness for others. And whatever you do, you have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. All the stations that checked in with me this morning, I sincerely appreciate the chance to say good morning to you and hear what's going on with you. And everybody just try and stay dry here in northeastern Ohio because it's pretty soppy and wet out there. Those who are listening on scanners, Broadcastify, or other devices, if you'd like to get an FCC license and come and join us as we enjoy our mornings here, 6 out of 7 days, you can go to w8wky.org. That is Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's website. Under the far right Education tab, you can drop down and find VE test sessions scheduled. They're headed up by NAWB Steph in the lead for the VE team he's assembled. Great cast of characters, quote unquote. They'll make you feel comfortable, enjoy time spent with you, get you tested and licensed, and on your way. Believe me, it's easy and it's enjoyable. Taking a quick pause for time. Recognition to the originators of this net. Garlock, K8BYR, Dorothy WBHATW, and Tom K8DSD. 35 plus years ago they started this off. Thank you very much, you three fine folks. And recognition to our net control emeritus Ron, KD8CBS. He handled this net by himself Monday through Saturday for multiple years. So with that, I'll go ahead and return the repeater back to normal amateur use at 8:27 a.m. with 46 check-ins. WA8 KOC clear. 7-3.
Yeah, Fred, there was a lot of people connect to the hub that we didn't really hear from, I don't think. KCFQV.